very clean. I forgot to hit the record button. But this is the head. That's the old red head that used to be on my other bike. And we never did check porting on this. But this thing is really clean. And I mean, somebody took this down too. So it breaks right there. Got good transfer. Does it go all the way to the bottom? Yes, it does. Well, I ain't gonna do nothing with this thing. I'm just gonna put the carburetor on it and put the Wiseco wrist pin clips. That was one of the main reasons I tore it down. Porting looks good. You clean the piston up and buff it out. But the cylinder, and I know this thing is at least 2 years old. Got tons of ride time on it, and that's what the cylinder looks like. It's in good shape. Actually, very nice. So that carburetor will be coming off. That doesn't want to come out of there. And I got both clips out of it. There it goes. All right. Got a little roll-over edge here on the piston. That looks good. That's in good shape. That's great. So we don't have to do a whole bunch and get this one out the way. We just got to put that thing on, and you can see the transfer port. And excuse my hand here. You can see the transfer port flow. And it's flowing in this direction towards the intake, and that's what it's supposed to do, so the exhaust gases come around and go out. Very good, very good. I'm not doing anything with this thing. Just a Wiseco, and that's preventive measures is all that is. And that new carburetor, that VM18, and that's it. I'm gonna polish this up a little bit. Might even take a little bit off the side there. But this one didn't experience any scuffing at all. Yeah, some new rings and we're done. We got to make sure it's a 47 though, because it's a while back since I bought this thing. Zero. I would call that a 47. Okay. So the inside of the bore of the jug, 47.29. So I've got plenty of rings for those. So we will build it back. And this motor, I don't know where it came from. Like I said, I think it had a checkered, but the cases are all leveled. Yeah, I'm just leaving it like it is. Shoot, with the intake on that baby and let it rip. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And with that 40 to 1, he runs the same thing I do. You got tons of oil in there. You don't have to worry about oiling at 40 to 1. I could kill myself for not hitting the record button. But anyway, you saw me put it in here. I tapped it one time. It was half in, half out. Well, it was pretty much all in except for one end. And then I finished it off with this. I feel so stupid. and I ain't gonna be able to get it out to show y'all. All right, let's get right into this because I was an idiot and I didn't video it. This is the piece that I made out of K&S brass. It's 7/16. It's the inside of it is almost exactly the inside of your piston. So what I'll do is I'll put a clip in it. I'll push it down with a screwdriver and kind of straighten it up. Now when you hold it up to your piston, the end of that thing, end of the brass, I spin it in a drill and I cut a knife edge on it. So, and I take a deburring tool or something and put a slight bevel on the piston too. So that kind of goes in it a little bit. So what you'll do is you'll have the clip. What I'm going to do here right now is I'm going to push it all the way to the end. Don't do what I'm about to do here. Now, not that, but when you go to push it in, make sure you put it on a hardened piece. Don't do that because the end of it's razor sharp. And I caught myself on that one. So you'll have the wrist pin in it and the clip all the way to the end, and you'll hold it up to your piston and you'll tap it with a hammer. And that will knock it inside the piston pretty easily. You can see the clip in there. I'm going to push it down all the way down, and don't worry, you ain't going to push it out of the brass. And all you have to do is, like I said, hold it up to the piston and tap the wrist pin, and that pushes it right on in. This didn't go all the way in this time. I forgot to video it. You could see the clip in there. And I had to finish up with the pick, but that was it. It popped it in there. But honest to God, that's what happened. I just forgot. And I have never checked the squish on this. So I really can't tell you what that is, but we're going to check it when I get done. And that one's good. And I'll have it with my good hand now. So. Ten foot-pounds. Going up to 15. I always do your torquing in increments and a cross hatch. And there we go. Now I'm curious about the squish, and always check your squish to the side. Don't do it on this end or this end because you have rock. On the side you don't, so you get more of an accurate. Wow. It's definitely got a tiny squish. 0.38 millimeter. Yeah, that's a little squish. All right, got it on there. It always did have good compression. I don't know what it is, but I don't have a compression meter. But we got the Weisco pins in them, the wrist pin clips for safety. We got the rings. We just clean this up a little bit and clean the piston up, and that was it. And the head. Everything cleaned up real easy though. So far so good. We got to get the carburetor on there, and his cable's messing up, so we're going to change that. I'm probably going to have to take this off and move that anyhow, because I had to do it on mine. But the cable needs to be changed because it's frayed out at the lever. Yeah, I'd say the cable was messed up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to cut any of this off or not. I did on mine, but he's got more room than I've got. And I don't think I'll have to modify that piece either. The carburetor stuck up like that, he's gonna have trouble finding out. It's gonna have to go down. That's alright though. No big deal. And I could cut some of it off. And I just might get this out the way here. I believe I will. Alright, I've got it all put together. New fuel line and everything. I got one jet in it. I haven't really tried it yet. The one I bought, the jet was really huge, and on this one, the jet was really small. So when you buy one of these things, when you home VN, you expect to buy some jets with them. Lights up. That's it. These fenders, by the way, and that's what he wanted on there. These are actually pretty cool because they break loose. They come loose. So they won't bind anything up. They come loose right there in their plastic. So that's it for this one. We're going to have to ride it and test it. But other than that, it sounds pretty good. I know the other carburetor was on it, the little NT or whatever the heck they call it, was like, there was always trouble somewhere. Somewhere there was trouble with it. Leaking. If you left his gas on, the thing would just leak. Like this one's doing right now, leaking through the filter, but the other one's leaking throughout. So, hit like and subscribe. I need to put a barb in there like I got in mine. Right here, just put a barb and one of those valves right there, and that's probably what I'm going to do. So, leave me a comment, please. And I'm sorry about not knocking that wrist pin clip in. Now, the reason I left that stud in on the other side to lean your piston on. So when you hit it, you don't put any side thrust on it or anything like that. So just wanted to throw that out there right quick. If one of y'all try to do it. So hit like and subscribe. Please leave a comment, and thank you very much for watching. Very much so.